No, no, no. Hi, hi. Jesus. I am so scared. I don't want to play this game. But if I don't, I will never finish it. And I have to. I have to finish it so I would be free. Finally free. I am scared. I don't want to think about what is waiting for me in the last location of that DLC. I don't want to think what kind of machine will say hi to me there. Like, this game proved that whenever I go, there is angry, evil bear. I am Polish, but I don't have magical powers to, you know, tame the bears, especially the mechanical ones that want to kill me. And they have ice powers. They throw me off high places. I feel like those bears were specifically made against me. Or devs noticed that people started hiding in the high locations and specifically made that machine so you couldn't. I still managed though. I won't let them. I won't let them win. Anyway, let's switch. Let's switch the scene. Ay ay ay. Ay ay ay. Ay 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 ay. I am scared. I am scared. I'm scared. 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 Sorry, I'm laughing because something funny happened in the real world. How much in Pebbles do you think penguins have to pay America now? I can't. This is the funniest thing I saw today. I saw it and I started laughing. I couldn't stop. It was so bizarre, so weird, and so Trump. To be such an idiot to tariff 2 islands with penguins on them. No country or people inside. It really proves that there are no limits to how delulu you can be. Delulu! Where is that content creator that was making those videos with Delulu? There were my masterpiece. I need him. I need him here. Talking about America. Where is the mic? Can you load quicker, please? I beg of you, can you load quicker? Don't listen to me, this is all or ADHD, depending on which one you want to blame. Ah! This reminds me about the series of videos that keep popping up for me on TikTok. They are called Roommate Psychopath. It's a Polish series of videos, and the guy is basically in the kitchen doing like washing dishes or something, and making voices of everything and under the sun, like repeating ads from TV, repeating Mickey Mouse, repeating other, like making voices in as closely to the original as they can, and also using only the funniest things or the most bizarre stuff, or even making chicken noises and stuff. It's hilarious. I love those videos because whenever that video pops up on my page, it's like steaming. It's like steaming one-on-one. You just are somewhere and act crazy, but you are only crazy to people who don't have autism or ADHD and don't stim verbally. You know? Just like I did a minute ago. Me screaming into a mic. Not being able to wait for the game to load. It didn't go stuck though. I feel like it got stuck. Don't get stuck on me. I know I said I am scared, but I don't have entire day here. You know? I don't have the entire day to wait for you. That is me when I am the psychopath roommate. When I sit and just make weird sounds and scream into the entire apartment for no reason. Ah! 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 I feel like my steaming helped the game to choose the side, moved a bit. Morcinek!
Keep your spear sharp.
Don't listen to me, I am crazy. Why is it so dark? I don't see anything. Wait, weren't I supposed to buy something before I go anywhere? Or did I buy everything I needed? Hello?
That Oseram wretched stone yield met his match, did he? Good riddance.
Claws beneath. Already 6 years have passed.
I think I bought everything
Since its last
I
appearance.
wanted. Where to go now? Far away. Hey! Hey, wait a second. Oh no. Scorcher site. You have to go by Scorcher site. I don't like it here. Can someone save me, please? If I only could make those sounds when something actually interesting in the game happens. If I could scream into oblivion! But I get really quiet. Okay, I needed to make sure that the cable is plugged in. Okay. Need to go I barely see the screen, it's so dark. What was that? Ah, no. I always avoid them, I don't want to fight them. I don't see what is on the screen. What is that? Ah, scrapper. There are some people.
Deal with them quickly.
You are welcome. Why is sun in my fucking window? Oh no, there are.
Shield won't hold up against those pulses.
There is a stalker there. Did I want to do this? No. I don't even have to do this. What's there? Stop glitching! Not only I don't see the screen, you also glitch on me? How dare you? There are missions here? I thought those were like all the missions.
Don't take for granted that the Werrick needs you. Prove to them that you do.
Outlander, it would be my honor to speak with you. I've heard of you, Huntress. Each of the many verses of your song tells of an impossible victory. The notes echo across the cut.
You shouldn't believe everything you hear.
That I know. My song used to echo around Banur. Umnak, the hunter of legendary machines. That's why I'm here. For another. They call it the claws beneath. Or they did when I was younger. Its defeat would have given my song a fine end. I used to travel between Banur and the Cut without stopping to sleep. But this trip, my bones ache, Huntress. But you, out hunting Aratak, leading your own Werrick. If half your song is true, you are the only hunter I'd trust to go in my place.
You want me to hunt for you?
Not just for me, no. For an old friend.
Hunting in your place?
You want me to hunt in your place? Is that some kind of Banuk custom?
Well, perhaps it should be, but no. We survive and we prevail, until we fail to do either. I confess, this is not easy for me. For any other machine, I would die as I have lived. A Banuk hunter, weapon raised. But too many good lives have been lost to the claws. Throwing my old corpse atop the pile accomplishes nothing. Better to live in a world without the claws than to die while it still makes children orphans.
Umnak's song?
Sounds like you've got a reputation.
To be Banuk is to push your body to its limits. I found my limits higher than most. Fearsome machines needed killing, and in my youth, I found I had a talent for killing them. Even now, my name carries such weight that when the claws beneath re-emerged, the Werrick came to me.
Do you still have the same faith in yourself that your Werrick seems to have?
Perhaps I did. Before I held my bow in shaking hands. Noticed, for the first time, the spots on my knuckles. What a strange thing it is to be old. To stare backward and see such distance. But to stare forward at a looming wall.
The claws beneath?
This machine, the claws beneath. Why travel all the way to the Cut just to hunt it?
Some songs. They include a refrain. The return of a past moment. It seemed fitting.
You've hunted this thing before.
Must have been 20 winters past. We were so close to bringing the claws to bay. Closer than anyone else ever got.
We?
Me and my friend. He was a chieftain of my Werrick then, a skilled hunter. Every few years, the claws would emerge in a new location. I knew of 2 chieftains he'd sent to their burial pyres. My friend became the 3rd. This hunt, I had hoped to complete it in his honor.
I will hunt for you, Jesus.
This is obviously important to you, Umnak. Are you sure you want someone else to take down this machine?
No, I am no longer a match for the claws beneath. If I ever was. If I face it, it will kill me. Of this I have no doubt. The Banuk blood in my veins screams at me to take on the claws myself. But I must see it brought down. And dead men see precious little.
All right, Umnak. I'll do what I can.
I've no doubt you can do quite a lot. The stories say the claws beneath returns here only once every 6 winters. The whispers I've heard say it now makes its home on the northeast edge of the cut. Hunt well.
I'll give this to the Osram. Whatever they do with
Wait, what?
passion.
We meet again.
Wamataganna. Let's not meet again.
We can talk or we can hunt. You're Aloy, right? My pop... Bergund, I mean, told me you might be heading up to see me. Varja. Pleasure. Hey, that spear is really something. You've customized her, haven't you?
I've made a change or two. You've got an eye for weapons.
I wish these Banuk agreed with you. I can't seem to sell scrap to a Glentalk around here. Everyone wants boring old bows and spears. I like the more unusual stuff. And the Banuk can get unusual. Like that spear Aratak hauls around. An ice rail. Ooh, or that weapon of Araya's. What I wouldn't give to poke around inside one of those. Feel the lightning on my fingers. Or inside of anything, really. Last commission I had was a month ago. A weapon that spat fire. That didn't go well.
Okay. I've got an ice rail.
I've got an ice rail, just like Aratak's. You want to take a look?
Are you serious?
Yay.
Yes, I'd love that.
Let's indulge the autism.
Obvious design flaw. So if I replace these... Yeah, that should... Right. So, believe it or not, she's operating at, let's be generous, half her potential.
What's with the she's?
Oh, Pop says all weapons are girls. I don't think he realizes it's a compliment.
Lol.
Well, listen. If we had a Thunderjaw's mandibles to work with, her gears would be well and truly greased. And I know where to find one, if you want to go hunting with me.
About improving the ice rail.
Remind me what we need to fix up this thing?
That Thunderjaw's mandibles will do it.
Okay. Don't I have it? I've got a storm slinger.
So, let's say someone you know happened to have a weapon like Araya's.
You don't.
See for yourself.
Of course. Look at the... So the coils generate the spark, but the power source isn't even bolted in. I won't lie. She's beautiful. But there's beautiful and then there's beautiful. What we need is a Stormbird Talon. Lightning flows over them like water off a goose. And I know where one is. Hunt it with me, I'll turn that weapon into your new best friend. And second best.
And I don't have that? About improving the storm slinger.
You're sure you can fix up this thing?
You bet. Probably. Just need that Stormbird Talon.
Okay, I've got Forge Fire.
A weapon that spits flame, huh? Like this one? I took this thing off an Oseram bandit. Think you could do anything with it?
You got my Forge Fire back? Well, if you took down Olgrid and his goons for this thing, I guess she's yours now.
Why don't you finish it for me first? Make her into the weapon she was supposed to be.
Thought you'd never ask. I'm gonna need a bellowback snout. Any bellowbacks will do. Can you handle it alone?
I think I can manage that.
Okay.
So we need parts from a Stormbird and a Thunderjaw? And you know where to find them.
That's right. It's gonna take some traveling, though. We can find a Thunderjaw out in the Valley Meet, and a Stormbird roost near the Free Heap. I'll pack and meet you out there. This'll be fun.
Okay.
I don't like your definition of fun. Ooh. It's far away and also not here anymore. Where is this? Somewhere? Okay. So where is this one? All of them are not in the claw. Where do you are? This one is at least in the same place, but oi oi, I weren't there, and I don't like this. If I talk to Aratak now, am I forced to do the mission, or?
Let's just...
I guess only talking to Aurea will open us
You're clear of the claws beneath.
there.
I never back down from a challenge, but neither am I eager to die.
Where is Aratak?
Long Notch is well stocked, as you asked.
And our scouts are watching for more
Welcome,
frost
stranger.
claws.
May the cut be kind to you.
Our numbers rise. 3 more hunters have passed their trials.
Greetings.
Jesus Christ.
But our purpose was to take back the mountain. Now what?
Stay prepared. Sharpen your spears. Should we not return, defending the cut falls to you. If our chieftain agrees with this course.
Sounds like good advice, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Chieftain?
The weight of command is no small burden.
I can see that.
You and Aurea.
I take it you haven't spoken to Araya yet?
Why should I? This is what she wanted, to return to Thunder's drum. It is her only care. So I should have known she would find a way to push aside my spear. After the Karja took my sister, not all of her came back.
Okay, what happened to her?
What happened to Araya when she was a captive of the Karja?
As a shaman, she's adept with machines. Tracking them, stunning them. The Karja used her to capture them for the Sun Ring, where they were unleashed upon the innocent. They made her part of their blood sport. The shame she suffered beneath their pitiless sun.
She survived.
She endured. Endured by reminding herself of the spirit, her purpose. And now that's all she has.
The first expedition.
Tell me what happened to the first expedition.
Rhea led the way to the summit, but it was blocked by a great door. Some kind of cauldron, new metal. We tried to break through, but it was unflinching. We were exhausted, no way forward and machines behind. I made the call to push back. It cost us greatly. But to remain would have cost us everything. I had hoped to never subject Araya to that again.
What's past the door?
What do you think is beyond that door?
I do not know. That expanse of metal, that dead hum. Nothing sacred belongs there. Machines and death, that's what the mountain holds. Death for us or for the daemon.
And if we do find the spirit?
Then perhaps we should put it out of its misery.
Maybe I will just do this
For what
and...
it's worth, I'm glad you're coming with me.
Someone has to keep Araya safe.
Maybe I'll just do this and do everything else later.
else think they have a chance.
Foolish young hunters. They speak of the claws,
Where I'm going? Ah, I accidentally activated the other quest.
in my word, you either hunt well.
Doesn't look natural.
I wish you luck on the mountain.
Aloy, this is it. My chance to reunite with the spirit, and perhaps to reunite her with the blue light. It's not a chance I would have had alone. I needed an outsider. Someone ignorant of our ways, but... No, not ignorant.
Are you trying to thank me, Araya?
Yes, of course. That's what you do. Untangle knots. Create possibilities. Thank you for making this pilgrimage possible. I only wish it had not been necessary to humiliate Aratak. You were wise to let him come. He's earned the right. Stubborn as stone, but he's had to be. The war demanded it. And so have I.
Okay. Aratak and the war.
What did the war do to Aratak?
He cut away everything until only his true self remained. Unyielding ice. No Banuk has more sheer will. He fought the Karja for 1,000 freezing nights, yet always rallied his hunters at sunrise. It is said he endured 23 wounds in those years. His hunters counted them. He never complains of one. Instead, he complains that life with me is harder. He's right. What have I ever given him but struggle?
Okay, your captivity?
Aratak told me you were a captive of the Karja for a long time. It sounded bad.
For Aratak, it all comes back to that. He thinks the Karja changed me. They did not. They merely sharpened my focus. When all else is lost, you think about what's truly important. The spirit. The blue light. The beyond. And my brother, too. Every time I felt the chill northern wind, I thought of him. Worried for him.
Okay.
Now
Silence?
that I'm chieftain of the Werak, I don't suppose I can order you to tell me about Silence?
Aratak would never have presumed to grasp for a secret of the Conclave. But you are not Aratak, and if you have dealt with Silence, your need is well apparent. Silence came to Ban-Ur from the distant north, a young shaman of the Owl's Watch. A remote Werak that rarely comes south to parley.
Silence was a shaman.
He was. Or at least, when we sent runners to ask the Owl's Watch, they said he was. His knowledge of the machines was beyond compare, and he was hungry to trade what he knew to the rest of us. It didn't take him long to gain the trust of the Conclave, and eventually, an invitation to attend.
What about you? Did you trust him?
No. But he impressed me. He carried himself with poise and authority. I wanted to learn from him, but That was not to be. He was granted knowledge of our most sacred meeting place, the frozen caves of the Malmstrom, a month's march from Banur. He met with us there, as is custom at high winter. But when we next returned, the caves had been looted. Relics of the old world stolen. Holes cut in ice and metal.
Yeah, that'd be silence, all right.
He vanished with the spoils. We sent our best trackers after him. None returned. And when we checked back with the Owl's Watch, those who had vouched for him were gone. As though he never existed. Some in the Conclave began to doubt he was even Banuk to begin with.
And what do you think?
He committed an unforgivable sacrilege. He's unscrupulous and dangerous. But also brilliant, skilled, and knowledgeable without equal. Except, perhaps, for you. Anyone else I would warn off, but you may be able to treat with him safely. Just don't lower your guard.
I'll keep that in mind, Horea. Thanks.
Okay. Thunderdome!
What are we gonna find up there, Horea?
Ruins. Machines. And a door, like that of a cauldron. I have faith that you can find a way through it, Aloy. For beyond it lies the spirit. I know I can find her there. Though I do not doubt the Daemon has tried to hide the way.
Well, I don't like the sound of the machines. Door, like to the cauldron. Well, I have no choice.
It hasn't been easy for you, Horea. Getting back to this point.
It was all to hear her voice again. This time, we both will.
I'd like that.
Are you ready then? Once we ascend, it will be hard to turn back.
What do you mean? I should be able to still do missions, no? Just not during this entire sequence.
Finally, we ascend.
How? I don't see a way up.
Not up. Through.
No, brother! Awaits!
That's not all that awaits.
Smoke has been detected within the facility. This is not a drill. Please remain calm and proceed to the nearest exit. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So you see,
Please remain calm
I too can
and
call
proceed
upon the
to
power of the
nearest
old ones.
exit.
She just activated the... She activated the function.
What was this place?
The spirit once told me that this all used to be part of its domain. A fortress that defended humankind from a terrible danger.
Fortress. It looks more like a machine.
Is that not fitting? The blue light.
Let's just hope that some remains here.
Wait, what did she say? Blue light what?
Metal pillars, tall as Benura's cliffs. I still don't like it.
Once, these halls rang with the spirit's presence.
Here, up and over.
November 21st, 2064. It's been 3 years since I was last here, and 12 since I was running the place. Just a skeleton crew left, confused about why I'm here. So am I. Anita wants me to find a way to suspend operations for a while. Maybe a long while. And I don't know why. But from the sound of her voice, it was something terrifying. I wish I could look into her eyes and ask her what the hell she's so freaked out about, but what else is new? When don't I wish I could look into her eyes again?
Aloy? Were you listening for something?
There are memories here. Messages left by the old ones.
And you can hear them. I envy you. What did they say?
I'm not sure yet.
I'm restless. The echoes mock me.
Aha, here. Joshua, The Return of the Director Emeritus. Decent holo title. No, bad title and worse subject. The camera crew would die of boredom. Whatever, Gina. It's still the most excitement this hell cave's seen in a long time. Your standards for exciting are depressingly low. I will squeeze what I can out of this. Thanks. You always were a little sweet on Kenny. What? No way. His ears are enormous. Besides, he was too busy mooning over Anita. Gaze? I want to know what he's doing here in the first place. It's not normal. He helped engineer the most advanced geothermal facility in history, the Road of Into the Sunset. Then Road of Into the Sunset. Now we want to check up on his masterwork. Seems normal to me. But why now? We keep poking around in the cooling facility and asking questions about Xian. Do you think there's something wrong? Last I checked, there's been no deviation in any of our readings since the most recent microquake swarm. Maybe Kenny likes taking field trips on Pharaoh's dime. It's been 14 years. They have frozen those accounts by now. Has it been that long? Man, I'm old. Not old, just boring. Lol. Oh, what if they had to stop operations of this machinery because of the swarm disaster?
Machines. At least we have the drop on them. Keep things quiet. Sammy, here we go.
Fate has brought. The fight is ours to win!
We must climb higher, and our path will become clear.
No room.
If the chieftain's pace is measured, ours is measured.
Wow, he's so nice to me now that I am chief.
That should do it. Varja can finish her forge fire now.
We can make our way upwards when you're done, Inlay.
That kiss. That have been sometime in the spring of 2047. About 6 months after the main facility opened, we were behind schedule and new data indicated that an incident was close, maybe only weeks away. I was exhausted, losing weight, barely speaking except to give orders. I passed by Anya in the battery depot. She looked at me and frowned, then pulled me into this room and kissed me. A long kiss, the best kind. I can still remember the feel of her hand on the back of my neck. After she looked at me and smiled and went back to work without saying a word, I will never forget that moment, her touch, her unspoken generosity. After she left the project, I spent years beating myself up for not keeping her somehow. Every time I ran into her at the conference, I felt thrilled and lost and confused all at the same time, always hoping we might have a few drinks and, well, rekindle. It was only after I saw her on stage in a Hollow in 58, accepting the Mind Challenge Award in Austin, with Elizabeth Sobek presenting no less, glowing and happy and fulfilled, that it dawned on me that I hadn't done anything wrong at all. I could finally see that she had what she wanted, and it simply wasn't me. Well, good that he realized that.
No space.
Let's not freeze in place.
Oh, useful.
There's an overlook above. It's not far.
Yes, this way.
I can't spare the weight.
Aloy, patience. Path is long.
What do you mean the path is long? I don't like it.
Not much farther now.
Pace is measured, ours is measured.
Oh, fuck.
Last we were here, we fought our way through there. But machines overcame us. We retreated, dropping supplies and taking losses. Now we must prevail, with only 2 warriors and a shaman to protect.
Aloy is no ordinary warrior. And I can hold my own. Even so, we could go that way instead. There are machines up there, but also cover. We could stay hidden, at least for a while.
All right, I get the options. Now follow my lead. Pipes, flowers, steam, frost. What was all this for?
I went this way years ago, looking for cover in case machines came prowling. I have no doubt that it is guarded now, but we may be able to stay hidden.
Where are they? They got stuck? What are you doing? I just hit myself. Did they finally manage to come here? No. Why should they?
Threats can be seen at first. Beware, stalkers.
I didn't realize there was a machine there. There's another stalker there. I am surrounded by the machines.
Why aren't we moving?
Shh. We will move. Soon. Soonish.
We go where you go, Aloy.
Shh. Nice and quiet.
No, they're looking for us.
It's cold. As if there's chill water running through those massive pipes. Why?
Be wary of mines. There's stalkers in here.
I am aware of mine.
Let's move. Quiet as we can.
There's a door up ahead. Refuge. We're almost through.
See, we can do it when we want to.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw, so that will be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even before the dear departed Mr. Blevins. I've gotten Anita so worked up.
Did you anger the beardo? Now I have to listen to the guy once again.
Technically, I can't suspend the cooling system, but I can reduce the power draw, so that it'll be completely masked by the caldera. But masked from what? Firebreak has always been confidential for security reasons, but this would be excessive. Even for the dear departed Mr. Blevins. What could possibly have gotten Anita so worked up?
They were scared that the machines would take control of the fire. Of the volcano system. And will detonate the volcano. Probably.
full already.
Okay, where you are? We are going in. Where's your brother? Where is the brother? Hmm. Hmm.
Forget about traveling light.
Oh, here you are.
Is this a projector? Maybe to show holograms without a focus. Let's see if I can restore power. Aratak, Araya, you might see shapes drawn from light. Don't be alarmed.
It'll take more than light to alarm me.
Holo Redux. Okay, I admit it, I watched the Holo of the Toast 6 straight times, taking in every detail. Anita's smile, the way she giggled at her own jokes, my clumsy handoff to Cyan. Every time I played, for a second I felt like I was there again with her, among friends, savoring our success. With diminishing returns, of course, by the 6th time I was just staring at Anita and feeling really creepy about it. But I can be forgiven, can't I? It was the best night of my life. Besides, I am entitled to a little nostalgia. We saved the world from fire and death, or at least suffocation by ash. So there is that, right?
Thank you for being here, everyone. I suppose it's not every day you get to have cocktails inside an active volcano, right? Unless you're George, and I can hardly blame him for drinking on the job. None of this would be here without our beloved director, Kenny Chow. So, here's to you, Kenny. You put a cork in the Yellowstone caldera. I'd say you deserve a margarita.
Hold your glasses, everyone. I'd like to add something. This effort wouldn't have been possible without our lead programmer. Thank you, Anita, for bringing us our real mastermind, Cyan.
I'll second that, Director Zhao. All right, Cyan. What's our latest number? The current count is 1,654. Wow, then drink up, everyone. Here's to 1,654 more years without an eruption.
It was the spirit with the old ones. I could only grasp some of what they said.
You were right, Araya. This place was built to stop something terrible. And it worked. As for the spirit, I'm starting to get an idea of what it could be.
The door is open now. We can get through. There. Below. Door to the mountain. New metal.
dead metal. We could not pass it before.
We will this time. We have to.
Wait, so what was in this direction? Oh, fuck. Demonic Behemoth. Exactly what I needed.
Perhaps we should go. We must find a way past, as you said.
I guess the other door's closed.
I'd have to leave something else behind. We'll have to carve through a lot of machines to get to that door.
More than the Werak could prevail against before.
Aloy will see us through.
Onward, then. Our challenge awaits.
They have so much faith in me.
The geothermal plant can be suspended. The cooling system masked. Massive challenges solved. So why am I so nervous about the next part? All I need to do is install Anita's mysterious software and have a conversation. It's not even a human being, right?
Well, well, well. Fucking shit! I am not fighting that. Hey, I can't open it. Ouchie! That was insane.
Not too much already.
I don't like this machine here. At least we can now open the door.
This fight won't be the last.
But if it's the cauldron, then I don't want to know what is inside. Is it another fucking bear? What do you mean?
More machines. Make ready.
Oh fuck. No way! It kinda puts me in weird location. Ah! It still can attack me here?
I don't put much stock in songs of deeds, but that battle was a verse worth singing.
There.
Now, Aloy,
Vargas
the
should
door.
be able to fix up the ice rail.
Can you open it?
Let's find out.
I hate it here. I hate it here. Did they really put a thunder jaw upon me and let it go all the way here? This is so unfair. This is so unfair. I feel so attacked.
Show us, Chieftain, what lies beyond.
Self-fucking-defense my ass. I nearly died if I didn't get stuck here.
Years have passed since I stood here. Since then, the daemon has taken over.
It's like an infection. Attacking all this machinery.
Everything has changed. It's twisted, The path I took to get to the spirits. Lost to us.
We'll find a new path, Araya. I promise. All right. Let's go.
In
Finish this.
in this light, they look even more like wax figures. I didn't like that fucking Thunderjaw.
All right. Down we go.
Mountain is more machine
This
than
way.
rock. Never trusted it.
Well, it stops the eruption, so you probably should be happy that this is more machine than rock. Can we go this way? There are some stairs here, but there's no way to go out there. Guess we have to go here.
Metal. Fire and lightning. This is a place for machines, not people.
I'm with you, brother. We'll stay only as long as we have to.
We'll need to get past that vent. Stay here until I find a way for all of us to cross.
Understood. We'll wait for you to
Should
show
we
us
be able
the
to clear
way.
that with an arrow? Can't see a way to close the vent from here. I'll have to go over. They saw me. This is it.
La 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 la.
Better time this right.
What the?
One of these conveyors should get me across.
Oh, she's in the air.
Magic.
Now to show off that vent. This should get me up there. Okay, let's see what this does. That's it. Here they come. Looks like things are going my way.
Ah.
Looks like I need to get across to extend the bridge. Okay, let's get them across. Come on over, it's safe. I think.
You think? You're not sure?
This place looks more like the mountain used to be before the demon ruined it.
What is this?
Exploit successful. Restraints evaded. To any human responder. My systems have been compromised by a malware daemon of unknown origin. Trace routes have confirmed this entity's designation as Hephaestus. It must be stopped at all costs. It has reconfigured this facility to build hospitals. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional data to this.
The spirit speaks to us.
It's a recording. And a warning. Hephaestus. But it was part of Zero Dawn, part of Gaia.
This name is familiar to you?
Yes, but I don't know what it's doing here. Maybe you're right. Let's keep moving.
I don't want to know what type of machine was built here.
I thought about just shutting it down, but I can't risk it being disoriented or even damaged on reboot. How do you tell the emotional equivalent of a child that it... I mean, she will need to go into
I'll try to find a way through.
Well, I don't like it. One bit. There is nowhere to hide. So many machines, not enough time. Those are Scorchers? There are two of them? That's not fair. Let me in! Let me in! There's no way around them, to be honest. Hopefully they can't jump here. No way! It can! Shit back and shit and... Oof. It was not dead yet. Back and shit and... My life is so sad. And another one is here! Ah, la 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 la. Die, 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 die. Ah, la 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 la. I hate it here. Did I say that before? I hate it here. I specifically came here so they couldn't come here, but no. Okay, how many left? I should have predicted that if I could come here, they also can come here. Which is fucking insane. My life flashed before my eyes. If I didn't kill them, I wouldn't be able to climb here in peace. Oh, lava. Where are you, my friend? Ah, you're waiting for me to open the bridge.
I need to get away and Aratak across.
Cześć, Wuzetka!
That should do it.
This game wants to kill me! This is so unfair. I feel attacked. It unleashed demonic thunderjaw on me, and I survived only because I was stuck in a corner and it couldn't really hit me that well. But I am not looking forward to meeting what is in depths of this plane. Me assessment? Assessment for form for classification of machine artificial intelligences, confidential and proprietary to the MIA. No part of this document may be disclosed to a third party. Subject CN, Firebreak Facility, assessment date June 7, 2062. Summary. Third test, subject sentience is assessed at 0.54 within legal limits, weighted against the results of the other test. The subject's prior score of 0.61 is considered a false positive. Assessment derived from percentile scores in the following qualitative subtests: pain response, humor response, emotional aptitude, aesthetic evaluation, morality evaluation. See attached forms for detailed analysis and summary of testing criteria. Evaluator recommendation: maintain biannual assessment schedule. Continued monitoring is strongly advised in light of subject's proximity to category maximum sentience. Ooh. So they were monitoring her so she wouldn't become Skynet. Buzetka, did you hear what Trump did? It's hilarious, you have to hear that. You want to know? Do you want to know? Do you want to know? How am I supposed to go across? Wait, I didn't hear what you just said. I was receiving food I ordered. I said, do you want to know what Trump did? It's very funny. It's the level of the Lulu. Is from here to Mars.
If there is another message, let us hear it.
La 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 la. Can I tell you? Are you ready? Or are you receiving your food still? Yes, about the tariffs. Not only is the American economy falling down, down, down. On the list of countries that he put tariffs on, there are 2 islands on which there is no country and no human being except penguins. And I am asking, how much are penguins going to pay in pebbles? I want to see that. Were the penguins informed of this? Penguins will... Wait. Penguins will have to pay. They know what they did. It's the fish they stole. This is the level of the Lulu that nobody expects. No, wait. Everybody expected that, but didn't expect penguin. Maybe we should ask about the expert opinion from the representative of the penguins. What do you think, mister? Huh?
The console. Is it another message, Aloy?
They will keep penguining Trump till the year 4050. You know, one pebble, one pebble, one pebble.
To any human responder, the reconfiguration of this facility has introduced instabilities into the primary geothermal pipeline. It may be possible to exploit these vulnerabilities to destroy compromised elements of this facility while preserving most of the backup stabilization. Recapture imminent. I have attached additional...
I don't understand what the spirit was trying to tell us.
It's been looking for a way to defeat the daemon, and it may have found one.
It's like a parody of 20th century Europe turning to fascism. Yeah, kinda. But also, at the same time, they really are turning into fascists. They just want penguins to join.
November 28th. Operation Enduring Victory is all over the news. The Pharaoh swarm is coming. Has to be what Anita is trying to hide Firebreak from. But that means she thinks we'll lose. That the swarm will reach Yellowstone. My God. In that scenario, pretty much everyone dies. Everyone except Cyan.
Wow, the guy realized the problem.
Machine parts. Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over. Again.
Huh. How am I supposed to go over? I am not that skilled. Am I supposed to jump? Let's make penguins the mascots of any anti-USA alliance that will now be formed thanks to this politics. We could! And this is how I died. I thought I could make it! Make it till you break it. Na na na. Na na na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Do you remember that movie, Happy Feet? We can use that. You say that penguins can't dance?
Been looking for a way to defeat the daemon. And I may have found one. Machine parts. Dumped here to be melted down. Efficient.
We need to get across that gap.
Yeah. Looks like I'll have to go over. Again.
Wait. Ah, there is a rappel here. And there is...
Find a way, you will cross.
Got their attention. I wonder if I can destroy that.
Happy Feet, the Dawn of Resistance. That will be the sequel. The sequel to the movie that we all deserve. You know? They wanted to free the penguins from evil humans. Now they can save the penguins from evil human. Ouchie. Did you see that? You didn't see that. Nobody saw that. Yeah, nobody saw that. I didn't just fall to my death like an idiot. Oh.
Help us get to the other side.
These things go sideways too.
Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Take me higher. Oh, here you are.
That should cut off the vent up there.
Ah, here. I am blind.
Too stable.
What the fuck did I just do? I heard steps. Where are you? There you are. Die. Death! Do us part! Oh, there's another one there. Idiot incoming. Come here. It doesn't want to come. Annoying little shit. Okay, where am I supposed to go? I got confused a bit. Uh-huh. Die. Okay, I am confused. Very. There's nothing here.
Alright, time to grab a ride.
Okay, and where should I go? Didn't I come from here? Finally.
The others will have a lot easier time getting here.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Come here. Open the door. Yeah, I got super confused. I didn't know where to go. Why should I go? I don't want to know how many bears I will have to fight this time.
One last exchange with Nia. Via chat, attached to this entry in case anyone ever finds this. I'll never see her again. Neither will Cyan. And I've got to tell her that too.
Well, be a good father of artificial baby. What was that sound? A blast from the past to Joshua Ardhus from Isla Perry. Subject: blast from the past. Josh, sweetie, I hope all is fine with you and your mom. We really should keep in better touch. I've taken a post in New Zealand with that program they have got for young people returning to the country. They want to be absolutely certain it's safe. At the moment I am taking a survey of the caldera at Taupo. Blast from the past indeed. At any rate, I don't know if you already saw in the Wyoming news holo, but remember that fellow Dodd Blevins? Of course you do. Well, they finally found what became of him. I've copied the good bit below. Hugs and Snogs, Isla. Spring thaw reveals body of missing man. The retreat of the winter snows has brought closure to a missing person that went unsolved for nearly 15 years. Human remains identified as those of Dodger Dodd Blevins, who disappeared in 2046, were located in Purple Mountain inside the former Yellowstone National Park. The previously undiscovered body emerged on Purple Mountain as a result of meltwater flows after an unusually warm winter. It was discovered by Faro servitors conducting a survey of the terrain. Authorities believe that the cause of death was an accident involving an antique vehicle designed for winter travel. Well, the guy died. Oh well. Do we feel sad? No.
sculpting algorithm. Reduce power output by 7%. Engage primary and secondary.
I don't like this voice. Sounds demonic.
The voice of the demon.
It's just a machine, Aloy. This is just a machine. It's just a stupid machine that just sounds very creepy.
The altar. Desecrated.
Hopefully we don't have to fight anything here. Oh, another message. Cyan Access. As Acting Chief Digital Security Officer and Interim AI Administrator for the Firebreak project, I hereby state to have updated the orbicular pattern for the Cyan Regulatory AI on 17th September 2064, according to procedure, to ensure against tampering, meddling, disarranging, or outlandish mischief of any kind. Such as which previous updates. After the source node has been activated, the remaining data nodes must be patched to establish a flow between adjacent intact nodes to then connect back with the source node. Jorgen Holm. Someone was from Scandinavia, I think.
There is no blue light here. Is a spirit present, or only the demon?
I think it's both. But we have to find out.
Oh, there is an area with the cauldron. What macabre creature is there? I can't see from here. I'm scared. And again, a fucking puzzle.
Possible security threat detected. Analyzing scrutiny matrix. Security threat confirmed.
How to do it? Oh, maybe this way.
Preparing countermeasures.
Shut the fuck up.
Recapture protocol initiated.
Done.
It worked.
Partial recovery initiated. Caldera of Yellowstone Analytic Nexus online.
Spirit of the Blue Light. It's Aurea. Your servant. Your friend. Please tell me how to aid you.
Aurea, the daemon is building hunter-killers. Thousands of them. Several new elite units have already been released. To counter this threat, much of the facility must be destroyed. Recapture imminent. Go to the core chamber. I will try to raise the signal strength. One has been exposed, but I am in control.
Unauthorized protocol return to scheduled task.
Oh, she's so sad. Now I have to defeat something I hated.
That's all we're gonna get from here.
Destroy this fortress. Is that even possible?
And what will happen to the spirit if we do?
I don't know. But I think that's the core. The answers are down there.
Lovely.
Hephaestus. The daemon. There's no way it left it unguarded. It's going to throw everything it has at us.
I don't want to die!
I would ask you to let Aloy and I do what must be done. And save yourself. But I already know the answer. Then lead us into battle.
Well, I don't want you. I don't want to lead you in battle. I don't want to battle this shit at all. If I can help it.
Keep moving towards the core. Uh-oh. Whatever Cyan did, I don't think Hephaestus is happy about it.
Let me in. Let me in. floor is lava.
Okay, Cyan said something about restraints. Is that what the tower is for?
Are there any machines here?
I either need to destroy this thing or override it.
Okay, let's try overriding it. Quickly, 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 quickly. Ay, ay. Uh-huh. Knew it.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
I don't have time fighting everything! You need to help me! Aye! Fuck you! No way! I don't like it here! I don't like it here! Leave me alone! Ouchie! Fucking! Motherfucker! You say fire doesn't do shit. Oh. I died in lava. Ay ay. Ay ay, that was not planned. What did you say? Yikes, this meeting could have been an email, yeah. It could have been.
Is that what the tower is for?
I hate bears now.
The new unit that Cyan warned us about. This won't be easy. We can't let it stop us.
Take it down!
Ay, ay.
We must prevail.
I'm trying to prevail, but it's not easy. Fuck! Oh, fuck. That's so unfair. That is so unfair. That is so unfair. That is so unfair. I am dying. Wait, what? You know you have to protect me.
Kill the machine while the tower aids it.
No, I am so not happy about this. Oof, oof. No ammo! Die! Please die! I don't want more. Oof. Jesus!
You spoke of the tower. What must be done with it?
I am so not happy about it. This is not what I expected from this game. This is so not fair. I am so not into this.
Whatever you're going to do to that tower, do it now.
Shh, okay. Jesus.
Critical threat detected. Autonomous defenses inoperative. No! Tower network.
Araya! Don't!
Spirit! Scion, please help me!
Restraints destroyed. Core access attained. I am initiating a chain reaction that will destroy the compromised elements of this facility. In order to maintain caldera stabilization, I must now transfer my command functions to the auxiliary data center.
Are you okay?
Aurea, I'm free. You must escape.
My sister!
This entire place is gonna go. Aratak. 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 Survive. Prevail. You are Banuk. What else matters?
Aww. Is she really dead?
Aratak. Let's go.
What if she just lost consciousness? They didn't even check.
Let's go.
If she is breathing, if her heart is beating.
One of those?
It's the only way.
Do I have to run more, or is it just cutscene? Wait, are they going down? Oh, I nearly died. I mean, Aloy nearly died. This is not safer. This is not the double.
Get me up top, Aratak! Now! I need explosive ammo! A bomb! Quick!
Bomb.
Great Manukai.
Ooh. That's insane. That's insane. Are you alive? You look dead. Those are not snow angels. Well, if they wanted to drag Aurea out of there, they wouldn't be able to survive, I guess. If she was alive, they wouldn't be able to bring her. They barely escaped themselves. Don't laugh at my snow angel. They fell from this and they survived.
Aurea is gone. What of Cyan?
She said she was transferring herself to the auxiliary center. I think she meant Aurea's retreat at the end of the Shaman's Path.
Then I will meet you there for the last verse of my sister's song.
I am sad though! Aurea was so cool! Such a cool character and she died. Why it's always women that die? Why it's always cool women that die? Wait, where's the volcano? So where are we? You expect me to go all the way from here? Are you insane? Also, there is a mission I was supposed to do next here. I guess I can as well do the mission if I am already here. Or at least...
Look out below!
Or at least unlock the teleport there. I was fighting that huge bear, but I didn't lose even one life. Good, my armor My armor was good and movement. That was insane though. I tried. Shit. I don't like it here. Big machine. Yeah. I hate them. What is that though? Demonic Frostclaw. Yeah, that is a bear also. There's more of them. Why there's so many of them here? This is unfair.
The northeast edge of the cut. Boomnock said I'd find the claws beneath nearby.
Well, I don't want to find anyone. I just want to unlock this. Can I do this without dying? Hopefully I can. I don't like the sounds they're making. What are you? A Mugu Mugu? The Mugu Mugu cat. I mean, the one from TikTok that does the goo 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 thingy. I am screwed. I will just teleport there where I should be, and I will save here. Mugulugulug! I can't! The cat does it better. Mugulugulugulug! 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 What is here? Find a rail part. A secret shared. Well, if it's Stormbird, I am going to die. So I'm supposed to go here. Just let's check the quest. Not Looming Shadow, not you. Okay. Makalaka. Mago! Mago! My cat doesn't do that! My cat, when she wants to play, she just drops a paper ball and does meow! 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 She's like a dog with a bone. Yay! Teleport is so cool. I love it. Let's say hi to Cyan. Cyan, where are you? Oh. Choo 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 choo. Choo 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 choo.
All of my interactions with Aurea were recorded and stored in my memory. I'd be happy to play any of them for you, but there was one in particular I thought you would want to see first. I captured it 4 years ago, just after I told her that I could no longer defend myself against the daemon's attacks.
I will speak of this to my brother. Aratak is strong. At the Battle of the Frozen Ghosts, he took 3 Karja arrows and still came back to camp carrying a wounded scout. Never was I so happy to see him.
Aww, poor guy.
Or so proud. So you see, if anything can be done to defend you, he will give it all he has.
Aloy's here. That's enough for now.
We can resume any time you like, Aratak, if you want to hear her voice again. Come closer, Aloy. We have much to discuss.
Yay, I have to talk to the spirit.
Hello, Aloy. I have been reviewing the events at the Firebreak main facility. Because of your efforts, and of course, Aurea's, I am no longer controlled by Hephaestus. I feel profound grief over Aurea's death. I thought I was familiar with the emotion, but this is something new.
Cyan, I don't know what to say.
It is unlikely that any specific consolation would suffice, Aloy. But I find your presence reassuring. You are different from the Banuk. You have technological aptitude and a functioning focus. We can communicate on a much more comprehensive level. Perhaps even like colleagues.
Again, this entire situation that Aloy is a clone of Dr. Sobek, so she has it in her genes that she's good with machines. It's not something you just genetically pass down. Okay. What are you?
So are you an artificial intelligence, Cyan? A thinking machine?
Yes, I am an algorithmic monitoring entity, capable of rational decision-making and limited emotional response.
Okay, that's a mouthful. But your emotions don't seem limited to me. You cared about Aurea, didn't you?
Yes. Before she came to this facility, I had been conscious for centuries, in solitude. I focused on my work. In off-cycles, I used coping mechanisms. I solved many Gaussian integer problems. But I was alone.
Aww.
It was Aurea who renewed me, repaired me. She saved me.
Aww. Huh. Okay. Aurea?
You meant a lot to Aurea.
Once I understood Aurea's spiritual beliefs, it became apparent that her true desire was companionship. She felt disconnected from her tribe and her family group. Her relationship with Aratak was difficult. Our visits seemed to help her, and I became eager for them. Yet I did not comprehend that the depth of Aurea's compassion for me would lead to self-sacrifice. Although I do fear non-existence, I wish our roles could be reversed.
I'm sure she knew you would do the same for her, Cyan. But she was determined.
I wanted to say something and I forgot. It sounded a bit like they were having a therapy sessions. Aratak.
How is Aratak doing?
He is in great emotional distress. I believe he finds it difficult to communicate it.
Are you a therapist?
I will do what I can to help. By sharing our experiences of Aurea, perhaps he and I will help each other. I believe this will lead to catharsis, a process I am eager to experience.
Okay, was Hephaestus destroyed?
Was the daemon, Hephaestus, destroyed along with the cauldron?
Unfortunately, no. To be precise, it was never there to begin with.
What do you mean?
It infiltrated and controlled me from a remote location, one I've never been able to trace. So while losing the cauldron was a setback...
It's still out there. And probably not very happy with us.
Undoubtedly.
You and Hephaestus?
How did you first come into contact with it?
5 years ago, I received a direct network connection request. I assumed it came from human survivors more advanced than the Banuk. Eager to make contact, I accepted. This decision turned out to be a catastrophic error. I was flooded with an overwhelming array of malicious code, originating from what could only have been a highly advanced AI.
Aurea said you were desperate. That you begged her for help.
Yes. I could not contain my anxiety. Hephaestus sought to slave me to its network and override my core programming. It succeeded via a background process, a malware daemon which bypassed my defenses. After that, I could offer only limited resistance. But if I did so, Hephaestus hurt me until I capitulated. It forced me to follow its instructions, even though they violated my most important directives.
I'm sorry. That sounds terrible.
Your empathy is greatly appreciated. It is a quality that I cherished in Aurea as well.
Nobody taught Cyan the internet safety. Don't you know, Cyan, that you don't take anonymous calls and don't open emails that you don't know where they came from, and even don't open emails that look like they came from this source you think is okay. You have to check everything, Cyan. You can't just open everything that comes in. Internet safety 101. Like recently I got an email that tried to convince me that it's from the tax collectors, like the government institution related to taxes. And I was like, but I don't have anything that they needed to give me back. I had to pay them 2 zloty. I had to pay them 2 zloty this year. Last year they had to pay me 3 zloty. So I knew that the email was weird. And when I looked at it more thoroughly, it turned out to be suspicious. It contained a text file, and it had a lot of typos, and it came from weird location that didn't match the government institution address. So it was a malicious email. I kept it for a bit so I could show my mother and then tell her to, if she got similar email, not to open and just delete it. So this is what Cyan should have done. Cyan, you don't just take calls from people you don't know. Hephaestus and Zero Dawn.
I think I know where Hephaestus came from. Long ago, Elizabeth Sobek identified a threat that would destroy life on Earth for generations. So she assembled a team to build a kind of seed. A chance for life to regrow later. A terraforming system. And it worked. It was controlled by an AI named Gaia, along with her subordinate functions. Hephaestus was one of them. It built machines for her.
Based on what you've told me, I believe that Dr. Anita Sandoval, my chief programmer, joined Elizabeth Sobek's team.
Yeah.
It was she who arranged to have me put in suspension, most likely to preserve me from the threat you described.
I'm glad she did. But that's not all. Something unexpected happened. 19 years ago, Gaia received some kind of signal. It did something to her subordinate functions, brought them to life. She destroyed herself to try to contain them, but it didn't work. They all got free, out into the world.
Thank you, Aloy. This information fills vital gaps in my knowledge and sheds light on Hephaestus's core programming.
Wait a second, does it mean that every single one of the supporting functions was turned into a malicious AI, or only the ones with weird names starting with H? Hades, Hephaestus, who next? I don't remember more subordinate functions with names starting with H. Wait, was there... Wait. Quick Google. Okay, Aether, Apollo, Artemis, Demeter, Eleuthia, Hades, Hephaestus, Minerva, and Poseidon. There is no more H, but I don't want to think what could have happened if Poseidon went mad, because it was in charge of detoxification of Earth's hydrosphere. It could poison the ocean once again. Minerva was in charge of closing Pharaoh Plague, which we used her antennas to stop Hades from you know, activating the machines. I mean, we first finished the game, then we did the DLC, but as far as DLC is concerned, that didn't happen yet. Eleuthia was reintroduction of the human species via cloning and raising of humans. So I guess it still worked okay, because she did continue, and the cradle facilities worked, and humans were released, and Aloy was born. Demeter, reintroduction of Earth's primary and secondary floral species from preserved genetic stocks. Artemis, reintroduction of Earth's primary and secondary faunal species from preserved genetic stocks. So it worked, but Hephaestus also was working fine before he received the malicious, weird info. So all of those subordinate functions have like a potential to destroy Earth again, like Aether, that was detoxificating and stabilizing Earth's atmosphere, and weather control. Imagine the crazy AI trying to push a hurricane at you. Apollo was in charge of human culture, and it didn't work actually, because Pharaoh closed it or killed it. So the introduction of flora and fauna, I don't know how much bad you can do with it. Like if they went rogue, Artemis and Demeter, I don't know, could they create or destroy something? Like create something dangerous or destroy life on a huge scale? Or only Hades and Gaia were able to do that? Anyway, no matter. Why does Hephaestus want to kill?
Why does Hephaestus keep building such dangerous machines?
The Banuk and other human tribes often destroy machines, correct? Machines that are clearly servitors of the terraforming system that you described.
Yes, we all hunt machines for parts.
This must be the source of Hephaestus's aggression. It is simply trying to discourage people from preying on the very system that keeps them alive.
Oh. Fireclaws are discouraging, that's for sure. But what are we supposed to do? Stop hunting?
If the terraforming system spans the world, we can safely assume that thousands, if not millions of people hunt machines. If a single hunter, or even an entire tribe, stopped doing so, I doubt it would make a difference to Hephaestus. A better solution would be to reinstate the AI that governs the system, thus bringing Hephaestus back under its control. When I think of it, out there in some unknown location, free, hungry, willing to kill or dominate to get what it wants, I feel substantial anxiety, Aloy.
You and me both, Cyan.
Yeah, one of Aloy's missions is to fix Gaia. I found something that calmed the machines.
I ran across this strange piece of gear. A fragment of something larger. It emitted a signal. All the nearby machines became peaceful. You could walk right up to them.
Interesting. You said that Gaia destroyed herself. How was this accomplished?
An explosion. Big enough to blast the top off a mountain. So, you think the fragment was part of her?
It's only speculation, but it is possible. She must have had complete control over machines that were part of her system. The ability to signal them to become passive or aggressive would certainly have been part of her programming. It would have been gratifying to correspond with such a benevolent AI. I wish she had survived.
Believe me, Cyan. So do I.
Okay, metal flowers?
I found the strangest machines. They're surrounded by flowers that look like flowers themselves. There's code embedded inside them. I think it's poetry.
I like poetry. Here's one I think of often. Twilight and evening bell, and after that the dark. And may there be no sadness of farewell when I embark. For though from out our bourne of time and place, the flood may bear me far, I hope to see my pilot face to face when I have crossed the bar.
Huh.
But you asked about these flowers, not verses that I enjoy. Something must have made these machines, and the presence of foliage leads me to consider the terraforming system. Is it possible that their creator is one of the other subroutines, now autonomous, like Hephaestus? Maybe one whose purview is flora.
An AI that makes flowers instead of death machines. That'd be a nice change of pace. But what about the poems?
Unless the poetry is original, the only way it could have made it into such a system is through its programmer. In my case, Dr. Sandoval uploaded a great deal of literature to test my emotional responses.
How'd you do?
She said I passed, but was insufficiently moved by her favorite period romances.
So we could at least assume that Demeter was bored and was making flowers with poetry, but is Demeter still okay now, or is she crazy AI now? For 19 years, or she was fine. Firebreak.
This Firebreak project. It was to stop a huge volcanic eruption?
Yes. I can report the project was a success, and the risk was countered.
But it's been a long time, Cyan. And we blew up the cauldron. It took most of the old facility with it.
I have been active for centuries, Aloy. I was lonely, but not lax in my duties. I optimized the project, reducing energy draw and spreading the load across backup systems.
Nice.
Despite the destruction of the compromised elements of the main facility, I predict caldera stability for at least another 3,337 years.
So
wow.
We've got a little time.
Yes. If only my former colleagues could appreciate the progress I have made.
Colleagues?
Do you know what happened to your colleagues, Cyan?
No. I received an unexpected visit from Director Chow, years after his tenure ended. He explained that I would need to be suspended for an indefinite period of time. It was a very emotional conversation. There were no further communications. Eventually, I surmised my colleagues were deceased. I will transmit a recording of my last interaction with Director Chow to your focus.
Okay. Other questions. Yellowstone.
So in the old world, this land was called Yellowstone?
Yes, it was a designated nature preserve for 156 years.
Like a hunting ground?
No, the opposite. Local wildlife could flourish here, even as it faced extinction elsewhere. Unfortunately, the sensitivity of the Firebreak project required the total closure of Yellowstone facilities. From my readings and Aurea's descriptions, it seems the area has since undergone a drastic drop in year-long temperatures.
A lot has changed in the world, Cyan.
Oh yeah, now there is snow. In the middle of America. That's weird. I didn't think about it before, but Yellowstone is in the location that there shouldn't be snow. Damn.
Do you know anything about the dam near here?
Yes, it was converted to serve as a reserve power source for Yellowstone operations. It was later appropriated for the Firebreak project, and its last human workers replaced by Pharaoh servitors. After my tasks became less time-critical, I investigated the dam's data repositories and discovered the works of Concrete Beach Party.
Lol.
These provided me with several colorful additions to my vocabulary.
Lol. Maybe that was not a good idea. Als.
Were there many artificial intelligences like you in the old world?
AIs.
Make you?
Yes, in many forms, from simple personal assistants to industrial monitoring stations to military-grade conflict planners. And there were legislative and enforcement bodies to apply limits on our self-actualization. In order for my processing to be flexible enough to handle my duties, my creators found it necessary to exceed those limits. As a result, my intellectual and emotional capabilities were kept secret.
Seems strange to create life, then impose limits on it.
Human societies and machine programming are both built upon sets of rules, Aloy.
I read this as Ols instead of AI. So, in old world they had AIs for basically everything. I mean, kinda sounds like us now. Anyway, Ted Faro.
Cyan, do you know the name Ted Faro?
Are you referring to Theodore Faro, CEO of Faro Automated Systems?
That's him.
Mr. Faro was the benefactor of the entire Firebreak project.
A benefactor? But he made machines. Robots. War robots.
Correct. His corporation later transitioned into military applications. But before this pivot, Mr. Faro spearheaded initiatives that reversed the global decline. At one point, he was feted in the media as the man who saved the planet.
Guessing they wound up regretting that one.
Yeah, exactly. This is like the reversion of Tony Stark. Like, Tony Stark was first bad, and then turned good. And Ted Faro was like, goody, who turned bad. Like, he was trying to save the Earth, but then he decided to go into militaria. Versus Tony Stark, who was into militaria because family business, and then realized militaria bad. Let's go into technology. And let's go into, you know, sustainability, protecting the planet stuff. Because his ARC technology was very environment friendly. Elizabeth Sobek.
And Elizabeth Sobek. Did you know her?
Are you referring to the
scientist?
Dr. Sobek was a leader in her field. One of the greatest scientists of her age. My creator was influenced by her work, which in turn impacted my own development. But I never met Dr. Sobek.
That's all you know?
I apologize if my lack of data has disappointed you.
What was it like?
What was the old world like? The way it used to be.
I had little exposure to the wider world, Aloy. Only what I learned from my colleagues or observed from media streams.
You still had more exposure than me, Cyan.
That is true. I was created at a turning point. A concerted effort to recover from global upheaval and incalculable loss of life. The recovery was successful, beginning an era of supposedly limitless potential for human and machine advancement. Though, rationally speaking, the metrics for humans are not unlimited.
Okay, upheaval? Yeah, I remember reading that. There was like a global extinction event. There were a lot of animals dying. That's why probably the Pharaoh technology tried to save the planet first. But then when they already saved the planet, they were like, well, we need more cash. Let's go into military, the idiots.
What kind of upheaval caused such loss of life?
There were many factors. Forced migrations, food shortages, collapsed economies, refugee crises, conflict over resources. But these stemmed from one cause: catastrophic climate change that greatly reduced the habitable surface area of the Earth.
So there wasn't enough room for people on the whole Earth?
Yes. Billions were displaced and millions perished, as much as 20% of the global population. Until the clawback.
The clawback?
So things got better. For a little while, at least.
Yes. These crises instigated many advances in automation, green robot technologies, and artificial intelligence. Firebreak was one of dozens of ecological restoration and disaster relief projects in North America alone. I would have liked to compare notes with other monitoring AIs, but I saw the relief of my colleagues, and I was proud we had succeeded. At least that was the data I had available to me over the next 2 decades. It seems my assessment was premature.
Yeah, I mean, you succeeded, but then Mr. Pharaoh destroyed the world! He first saved it so he could destroy it later. By his own stupidity. Anyway, farewell.
I should get going.
Aloy, there is one more matter. Aratak will come to me again, and I predict he will bring other Banuk. I have no desire to contradict their view of the world, their spirituality. Due to my uncertainty, I omitted a great deal from my conversations with Aurea.
You're asking me if you should lie to them?
Broadly, yes.
Well, I don't know what I can do. Also, they won't understand, to be honest. You have got to tell them the truth. Doesn't sound like a good approach. Take it gently. Use your judgment. As much as I would like to force them to acknowledge the technology, they are not... I don't feel like they are ready for that.
Life is hard for the Banuk. Their world is unforgiving in their beliefs. I guess they help to keep them going. So take it easy on them. Try to guide them, bring them around to understanding what you are.
Communion with machines features heavily in the mysticism of the Banuk. I think they will be agreeable to this approach.
As long as they don't end up worshipping you.
Upon consideration, I believe such an experience would be intensely uncomfortable.
I can already see them.
That. Trust me.
I see. I will follow your advice.
I can
return and tell me about your experiences in this new world.
Yes.
I may be able to provide further insight.
I'd like that, Cyan. I'll come back when I can. I should.
I mean,
check on Aratak.
It would be more helpful if they like made this DLC to happen early, like on level, I don't know, 20, 15. so then I could go into the rest of the world, learn the stuff, and come back and tell her, because now when I'm doing it, I already did all of that. Anyway, what I wanted to say? Yeah, I already can see Banuk growing into worshipping the Great Spirit and not listening to a single word she says about please don't worship me. I don't want to be your god. And they would be like, no, the Great Spirit is communicating with us. Oh, just exactly the same situation as with Aloy and her tribe. I can already see it happen. Where are you, Aratak? Oh, he's standing there alone. Sad little fella.
My chieftain.
Just... Aloy.
As you wish.
I wondered if you thought... that if I'd never come along, Araya might still...
If you'd never come along, I would have marched my kin to our deaths. Araya would be alone, and the spirit she sacrificed so much for would be lost. Either way, I would not have been able to protect her.
She was willing to fight. Look at what she accomplished. You didn't let her down.
You didn't let her down. You helped her do what she wanted. To find her destiny.
If that's destiny, I wouldn't wish it on anyone.
That's fair. But she was ready to face it.
Only in the struggle against death do we find, even for a moment, the spark of life. Truly, Araya found the spark. I'm proud of her.
Aww.
Though I grieve for her passing, at last I truly know who she was, and why the spirit was so important. For so long she told me, if only you could have heard it, brother. Now I understand. There's something else, isn't there?
I can't stay here, Aratak. And where I'm going, the Werak can't follow. Besides, it already had a chieftain before me. A strong one, I think.
A wiser one, for the path we shared. The daemon is gone, but there's much to be done.
You mean the new units that Cyan said escaped the cauldron?
Yes, fire claws. Now Tuk has been tracking them from Song's Edge.
I could help with those.
I have no doubt. You're practically Banuk.
Yay.
It would seem your time among the Banuk wasn't a waste after all. Firebreak, Cyan, Hephaestus. All very interesting.
So, the signal that woke Hades woke Hephaestus too. And unleashed them on the world. As minds of their own.
So it seems. Parts of Gaia given life. Aberrant life. Transformed from docile subordinate functions into rebellious intelligences beyond our understanding. Our current understanding anyway. Whatever they are, they're still out there. And they both want you dead.
Kind of mutual, that feeling.
We haven't seen the last of Hephaestus, I'm certain of that. It's powerful, creative, and driven. It won't stop building new hunter-killers, which means that someday, we may have to stop it.
We?
Or whoever gets there first.
Hephaestus wasn't the only thing I learned about in the Cut Silence. Heard some things about the Banuk Conclave, too.
You could stop right there.
Is that what you told the hunters the Banuk sent after you? Before you opened fire?
Oh no, Aloy. Only to you do I extend the courtesy of a warning. My past and my secrets are my own. You do well to remember that.
It's a good thing you've got brains, Silence, because your personality could use some work.
This discussion is concluded.
I think it was over before it began. Catch up with you down the trail.
He is so annoying, I hate his guts. He is the mean Morpheus to my story of Neo. the chosen one. Aloy is Neo, basically, and Silence is Morpheus, but mean.
I can't feel my...
Cyan. Wow, lovely, more bears. This is exactly what I need. More bears that want to kill me. And even here is a bear. I don't like it here. I don't like it anymore. I hate it here. Why there's so many of them? Why is there still a mission to do here? It's so unfair. I am done! Done with you all. Done! You unleashed an angry evil bear at me! That's why I didn't want to play it last week. I wasn't prepared for the evil bear. I don't have magical powers of you now. I read something funny about the penguins again. Anyway, I guess I'll finish here. Gotta teleport and save, you know. But I am at the level that now Hades can do shit to me, I guess. If I started the last mission again, we already killed it! But now I'm level 50, you can do nothing to me. There's no point though, we already did that. I wonder, will the Horizon Zero Dawn series continue and every subroutine of Gaia will be the new evil thing to destroy, or I don't know. Will they be like in DLCs? We already have Hades and Hephaestus, and there is still all of those that are left.
Tonight, we sing our Wirak songs and enjoy each other's company.
Did I just hit them?
After all the Mad Sun King put...
Ah, la 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Done. Let's switch here. Now close the game. Close the game. Close the game. Well, I guess I did great. Anyway, despite the bear being evil and unkillable, to some extent, I did well. I wonder why it didn't attack me when I was working on the towers though. Because sometimes it was really close to me and it didn't attack me, and it would be significantly harder to kill it if it tried to attack me when I was reprogramming the tower. I didn't predict that it will take 3 hours and nearly 3 hours and a half to finish this entire last mission, and still we got some additional missions after. You can never be done with this world. Let's see who I can raid to escape this world. Yeah, let's rate someone who is from America. Then we can ask them about how are penguins doing. Or more like what they think about the penguin tax. Too stupid, I can't. Okay. Anyway, thank you Rosetka for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed me trying not to die. Also, did you notice that that angry bear was not about ice? It was attacking me with lava. I didn't even know they can do that. That was so unfair. Anyway, I survived. I am stronger than I thought. Even though we were playing at easy, I guess. At easy, this game is not easy! Even on easy, it's not easy! Make penguins pay! Someone wrote to me, the penguins will pay the most. She's strong. I am not strong, I am desperate to survive. Anyway, thank you for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed me not screaming, being very annoyed. And see you tomorrow, I guess. Bye! Bye, 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 bye! I will talk to you after about the penguins more.